Arthritis can make doing everyday tasks a painful struggle, but humans are not the only ones dealing with the pain. Your furry friends can also develop arthritis. Here with more on how to ease their suffering is our resident vet, Marty Becker. Marty, great to see you.
Thank you, my friend.
Great to see you. So we know as we age, we feel the aches and the pains, and we develop arthritis, but this can happen to our pets as well?
I was talking to Richard Besser today, the ABC human specialist, health specialist. If you're a human and you have arthritis, you let somebody know or everybody know, my hip is hurting me, when it gets up, I'm having trouble. But pets can't talk to us. But they do talk to us in their own way. We just have to learn how to interpret that. But most pets are going to get arthritis sometime in their lifetime. And the number one reason they get arthritis is because we feed them too much. So obesity, just like it does in humans. Obesity in pets. So.
And what are some of the signs? Just seeing them limp? Are they obvious signs like that? Are there more subtle signs?
Well, okay, first of all, if you take a dog, it's two different things. If you have a dog, they're not going to want to go on walks. They're not going to be as playful. They used to jump up on the couch, jump up on the bed, jump up inside the car. They don't want to go up. But stairs are forbidden now. If you're a cat, they don't groom themselves because they can't reach around. The litter box, they're not going in the litter box. Oh, they think the cat's trying to spite us now. It's not using the litter box. It won't climb up because the litter box is too high. So also, they don't want to climb up on the perch.
What age does this tend to happen both in dogs and cats?
You're going to see it probably starting in the age of 6 or 7. Like larger dogs like Great Danes is going to start younger, maybe in the 4 to 5 range, and smaller dogs in the 8 to 9 range.
That seems so young.
But if you look at this model right here, let's look at what a normal hip looks like. You see this hip right here. See a nice, smooth, round surface that works freely in this hip? And then if you look at this hip socket over here, this would be for a dog or cat. You notice how it has these arthritic changes, and it's often bone against bone.
Painful,
And so there's signs of arthritis actually before you see the physical signs. So there's already arthritis is developed.
So you've got some tips. We're going to talk about how we can treat it, but also some ways we can maybe try to prevent it a little bit or push it back, right?
First thing is keep your pets near their ideal body weight. If you do that, you're going to have a lot less arthritis. So that's what I would encourage you to do first. Number one tip.
Now, but you brought with you this great new laser. This is a new way of treating arthritis, right?
I love this. It's companion therapy laser, and what you actually do is you use the wand and you rub the end of this wand over the joint surface. So let's pretend this is the hip joint. I would do this for about 5 minutes on each joint. It's called a class 4 laser, so it penetrates deeply. It reduces pain and inflammation. You do it for 5 minutes on this joint, 5 minutes on the other joint. It takes 4 to 6 treatments. Here's the part that you're going to blow you away. It only costs about $250 average for 4 to 6 treatments.
That's amazing.
So try getting that on the human side.
And how long do the results last?
It would probably last close to a year, but when you repeat it, you only have to do 1 or 2 treatments. So you might be $50 per year.
You're kidding. So how long can you push off the pain in your pets with this?
A lot of times this itself is all you need to do the arthritis, or you might use it to reduce some of these other drugs we're going to talk about. So you could use less of the drugs, more of the therapy.
Fantastic. And your local veterinarian would likely have one of these?
There's over 600 veterinarians already have this unit, so it's brand new. Used by a lot of major sports teams too. So the very same unit is used by basketball teams and baseball teams, and
so you can use it on yourself.
Yeah, you actually can.
Right. All right. Now you also have here some stem cells, correct? Tell us how that works.
We think of stem cells. Ooh, that sounds forbidden, right? These are actually adult stem cells, and it's harvested from the dog or cat's own fat. So you take a fat sample, it's sent into this tube to a lab, and they harvest the adult stem cells, and then it's re-injected into the pet. So it's going to take, it might take a couple of injections. It lasts anywhere from 6 months to 3 years. Now, it's a little pricier. It's $2,500 to $3,500.
Wow, it's a lot pricier than the laser.
A lot pricier. But again, sometimes in about a third of the pets, this is curative. And what it does is it increases production of normal cells, increases the blood supply, decreases the loss of
So for some pets, this is it. They just need this treatment, and that's it.
Yeah, and again, it might need to be repeated, in several years. But the good thing about this too, pet insurance, all the major pet insurance companies do cover this as part of your pet insurance. So if you have veterinary pet insurance, it's going to cover it.
Fantastic. Now tell us about these anti-inflammatories.
We think of anti-inflammatories. We call them non-steroidal anti-inflammatories. So you're thinking of ibuprofen or naproxen, which might be known as Aleve. Those are non-steroidal anti-inflammatories. These drugs work like a miracle in a lot of pets.
Are they prescription? Or
they are prescription. Okay. I use Rimadyl a lot in my practice and the Deramax, but it's a once daily chewable tablet that they can take, or it can come in injectable form.
So this is an easy, more affordable way of treating them.
Well, what I want you to understand, your veterinarian may use one of these or several of these. They may use the joint diet we're going to talk about later with the non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, with the laser, or they